Hi, it's Juliet from Mealybugs. Today I will talk to you about one of the most common pest intruder, mealybugs, and how to get rid of them. Another common intruders are scale, spider mites, and gnats. I am making separate videos for each unwanted guest and how to deal with them. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel today so you don't miss out any important information that will help you to keep your plants healthy and happy. For some reason this year pests are more active than usual, and few plants in our video studio got infested with the different kinds of pests. This of course adds more work to my regular plant care routine, but also gives me the opportunity to show you what to look for and how to identify the issue. So in general, where do the pests come from? From another plant. If one of your plants is under attack, pests will find their way in time to all other plants. They come from outside. They're extremely active during warm seasons, and they find their way to our plants from open doors and windows, even if we have the protective screens. Some of them are really small. If you take your houseplant outdoors for the summer, they're at a much higher risk to get attacked. They also travel via air vents and central heat and AC system and get to our plants from cut flowers, fruits and vegetables that we bring from the store or our garden. Fresh produce can carry a lot of different houseplant bugs. How to prevent infestation? Before bringing a new plant into your space, check for any visible issues. If the plant you just purchased had any issue but you were not able to detect them right away, the issue will become very visible and very fast because the pests, they spread rapidly. That is why it's very important to keep a very close watch on your plants. Establish a regular once every 7 to 10 days checkup routine. Examine the leaves, top and under, look at the stems and the topsoil closely. If your plant looks like it's lost its vibrance and the leaves look droopy, that might be the sign that there is a mealybug party happening and they're sucking all the juices out of your plant. If you're taking your plant outside for the summer so you can enjoy warm weather and some fresh air, make sure to closely and well examine your plant before bringing it back inside. Basic hygiene can help to prevent most issues. By cleaning your plant, you're not only removing the dust and help plant to look better and absorb the light more efficiently, you're also removing some eggs and pests, and this will definitely prevent the spread. All you have to do, just use a moist paper towel and wipe the leaves, top and under, and stems at least once every 2 weeks. Weekly, of course, it's better. So what do the mealybugs look like? Let me show you this on this Dracena art plant. They're small, fluffy, white insects. You can see here on Dracena art, it has a moderate infestation. And why I say moderate, because all the bugs are concentrated just on the top of the plant, and the rest of the plant, as you can see, looks absolutely clean. If the infestation is heavy, the whole plant will look like it's covered with snow. The other plant I have here, Pothos, has a very light infestation. If you come closer to me, I'll show you that right here on the leaf, you just see a few white spots. One spot here, a couple of spots there. There is 1 or 2 spots here and on the stem right here. So it's a very light infestation. Just 2 weeks ago, these plants had no issue, but today during my regular cleaning routine, I made this upsetting discovery. Now I will tell you and show you how to treat a plant with a mealybug issue. First thing you have to do is to isolate the plant with the issue from the rest of the plants. Right away, check all other plants that were nearby and keep checking on them regularly, at least twice a week, just so you can catch an issue early and it can be easily prevented. Light to moderate infestation can be easily and successfully treated. I will recommend to consider discarding a heavily infected plant, get a new plant and get a fresh start. Heavy infestation is so hard to control and it puts the rest of the plants at a very high risk. Here is what you need for the treatment: gloves, spray bottle, 70% rubbing alcohol, mild concentration dish soap. Dawn is the most popular. It's not as harmful to leaves as other dish soaps, but I'm going to use this natural soap for the demonstration purposes only. Cotton balls, cotton swabs, some kind of bowl. I'm using the watering can to make the mixture for the treatment, and the chopsticks that I can mix the solution well. Always have some paper towels nearby and scissors just in case if you need them. First step is to remove all visible bugs, and for this all we need is a rubbing alcohol, cotton balls and cotton swabs. Alcohol dissolves the protective covering of the pests, adults and the eggs, and kills them instantly. I'm just gonna take cotton ball and dip it in the alcohol. Cotton ball I'll use to remove them from the leaves. Yeah, you just simply take them out. As you can see, they are turning brown, the bugs, as soon as they're dead. You don't need to rush, just do it slowly. You see, these are all burned bugs. Okay. Make sure to do top and under. Check everywhere, anywhere you can see any white spots. Like you see how much the big cluster here. Yeah. Party. All right, so I'm just gonna remove those as well. Yeah. Goodbye, bugs. So this is what you do to remove. You use the cotton ball to remove them from larger surfaces. For you to get and remove the bugs from all the scrapes and gaps, you will need to use cotton swab. Again, you're gonna dip it into alcohol and just try and get into the areas where it's so much harder to reach with the cotton ball. See right here on the stem, there is another white spot. Goodbye. Yeah. I know it's time consuming, but believe me guys, it's worth it. So the first step is done, and now we can move to the step 2. Second step is to make a special solution with rubbing alcohol and dish soap. You need about 30 ounces of water. I'm using my watering can to mix the solution. The water is already there. You need 1 cup of rubbing alcohol. This is a 3/4 of a cup. So I will use this and a little more. I'm just, which direction? This one. I'm just pouring it in the water. Yeah, because I need the full cup, so I'm gonna use a little more here. And I'm putting it in water. And just a few drops of a dish soap. I'm gonna use the chopstick to really mix all the ingredients well. And the solution goes into the spray bottle. Because our next step of the treatment is to spray the plant well with this solution. The solution is mixed. And we can go into the third and final step of the treatment. Now all we have to do is just spray the plant with this solution. We have to spray not only areas that we cleaned where we saw the mealybugs, but also the rest of the plant, because as I mentioned earlier, not everything is visible to human eyes, so we want to make sure we reach every different and all parts of the plant. We just simply, and it has to be sprayed well. We simply go and we spray leaves, top and under. We also have to spray the stems. And again, don't rush, just take your time. So this way you cover as much as possible with this solution. It is also a good idea to spray the stems and a little bit of topsoil, because believe it or not, but mealybugs can also get to the roots and spread there as well. Repeat the treatment once or twice a week until the issue is gone. This is the most efficient way in my experience to treat mealybug infestation. Make sure to cover the surface on which you're working on the plant so you're not going to damage any furniture or floors. Don't forget to wash your hands and tools after working on the plant with an issue before touching any other plants. I hope your fight ends in victory and you do not have to deal with the mealybug infestation ever again. Like, comment and subscribe to our channel to see more videos about plant care, pest issues, plant decor, self-watering planters, and more. Take care of yourself, take care of your plants. Don't forget, people make plants happy. Thank you for watching and have a great day.